Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning the first week of January 2024. This is the 1st through the 7th in my Caress press inserts again for this year. And I'm using the Scribble Prints Co kit Midnight. This was from a couple of years ago. I think I drew it in 2022, but I never used it for the 2023 New Year's Eve. So I decided I would pull it out because technically New Year's Day is the first day. And I did make sure to put extra dates in so you could set it. There's a journal in one of the boxes and it says 2024 in this spread, but I did also do a 2025 as well. So this kit was good for 3 years technically. Yeah, I thought, you know what, I didn't get to use it. I want to use it this year. It's a new planner. It's the first day of the year, so I feel like it works to have New Year's Eve, because it goes into, you know, the first day anyway. And it was just fun to use. And I used a matte bronze and rose foil mixed metal foil bundle in shimmer from SPC as well. And then I pulled in a 2024 overlay box from Planner Choco. It was in the matte gold, which doesn't match. I would say actually get her light gold for it to match her bronze, because I don't think she has a matte bronze dupe in Planner Choco shop. But I really love this design with the heart through the four, and I just made it work on my sidebar. It sticks out a little bit, but also that's not so bad. I think it looks all right. And I just did my usual thing. I did my color blocking. I did my boxes up and down because I kind of like, I kind of get a bit weird about the way, like, if you want to mix the boxes all the way throughout, I feel like half the time it falls into a pattern and it looks like you're making little hills, or like they're going diagonally down the page or up. And for some reason, my brain just can't do that. It's fine for everybody else, but when I can't do it for myself. So that's why I stick to up and down. And I also like how then I get a whole column, even with the glitter header in the middle, to do all my plans. I still like to have that sort of the glitter headers evenly. This is just the way I like the things done. I feel like I've never really explained why I do that, but I do like the uninterrupted column for my actual plans with the art either on the top or the bottom. This also helps me. I always do my plan in that I want to keep I always put Monday on the bottom, the full box, because I want to keep it away from the like quote unquote quote box in the corner at the top. So that very much drives like how I do the pattern of up and down. And then the double box will change that up. But this week I put my double box on the first page. I just thought it was cute there. I like to change up where my double box goes, or if I have to, you know, change it up a little bit in that way. But yeah, if you've ever wondered why I don't mix up the boxes, like, you know, do middle, top, and bottom, it's because of the possibility of that pattern happening, and I can't. Something in my brain is just not right for me. But I feel like that's just how planning goes, like, because it's a creative process and something you're looking at all the time. I feel like that's just part of the parcel of it. So let me know, are you cool? I assume most people do the mixed boxes, and I think that's fine, but for me, I can't. So that's just an explanation for the start of this video. But let's finish up here. I feel like you've seen the base for long enough. So hello, my friends. Now we're gonna plan it together in person. So this is how it came out. I ended up doing a rose at the top script there because I feel like I needed to bring a little bit more rose. But you can see the difference of color in this foil compared to the others, but it makes it stand out like it's the start of the year. And I really liked putting it on the side here with the balloons. I thought that worked out perfectly. I feel like if you had a smaller quote, it would fit well here, but I put it sideways. I put my book, I'm still reading it. I'm reading Babylon's Ashes, which is book 6 of the Expanse series, but I actually decided this year to order scripts for most of my books, at least ones I currently plan to read. So I ordered them from Planner Choco. She does a custom duo set, and I ordered a bunch of my last order. So yeah, I'm waiting for that script to fill that in because I did get Babylon's Ashes because I wanted to try and make it the same from the beginning. So we'll see how it goes if I get the scripts going. There might be some times where I have to back plan that off camera to fill in the empty box, but I really like putting my book here so then throughout the week I can just put reading because I do like to know what I was reading, and otherwise I just put the name of the book through everything. But yeah, so I'm going to put it in the sidebar like I've been doing, put read throughout, and then I got a script that says finished book. So I can put that there, and then if I start a new book in the week, I'll write start blah book. But, or I could just use, if I get scripts for my books, then I could just use one of those. Because I did get a whole page of Babylon's Ashes. I probably won't need all of them that are on the page. But that's good, because then I could take time to read books as well. If it takes a couple of weeks, that's all right. I do read long books usually. Which is no good for my Goodreads challenge, but that's what I like reading mostly. Yeah, so I got all of those. And she did actually email me, working with Planner Choco. So I got like, oh my god, like 11 custom duos kits, scripts. And she actually messaged me and said, okay, do you like, she's been working on them and usually she just does what she does. But this time she asked me like, because she couldn't figure out which way I might like the scripts, because it's 2 fonts. And it's like 2 lines. So she had an A and B. And I chose A. Now she preferred A too. So I would say she should go with her gut. But yeah. She does actually message you if you're doing customs if she doesn't think, she's not sure how it looks. So that's really nice. Just something to tell you about Planner Choco. And then I have my to-do list. I finished a custom this week for Andrea. Another mystery. I got started on Easter. I took this off because I got all the line art done at least. But I'm going to finish Easter this next week, starting on the 8th. So it's not finished, but oh, I put a line through because I was like, I'll do the flip throughs next week. But I actually ended up doing that on Sunday. So I should have ticked that off, not done a line through. But here we are. I did do the flip throughs on Sunday, so we're all ahead. Anyway, let's get into this plan with me because, you know, it takes time. I have other things to do today. It's first thing on Monday. I'm actually filming a studio vlog right now, so not right now, literally. Although I just filmed a little bit just now, but you'll see. I started filming the studio vlog, so I have a lot of work otherwise to do this day. So let's get this plan with me going. I did pull in, you would have seen I pulled in a Happy New Year sheet. This is from last year. And it was a light pink, and I thought this pink went well. I'm like, well, I could use this throughout like the Christmas sheets. So I used a fair bit of those, and then I also used this color of the week. It's not quite the same, but it isn't like a light neutral, and I think it'll fit in well. So yeah, you'll see I did a bunch of those Happy New Year stuff just to go with the set a bit better because these colors are a bit more subdued. So of course we're going to have Coffee Monday, but if you know anything, I'm not going to be talking about it after my next studio vlog. I've decided today, this is the last I'm talking about it today, but because I'm filming today, today's my last day to talk about it on my vlog, on my videos. I'll mention it here. You would have seen on my, if you watched the vlog on Monday before this video goes up, I mentioned that I was diagnosed with ADHD and I started medication. And there'll be a couple of videos here up until my last vlog that I'm starting today. It's going to go up on the 22nd. That's the last day I'm going to talk about it. But you get a few videos here if you watch all of them. I'll be telling you a bit information about the ADHD stuff. But that's all to say though, the Coffee Monday, it's now caffeine free. I've got decaf coffee because you really shouldn't be having caffeine with ADHD medication. I was diagnosed and I started it, so yeah, I'm still gonna put Coffee Monday in because I cannot do without my routine coffee, to be honest. It's really just the taste. I actually really like the taste of coffee. And I have my coffee, like, it's just a black coffee with straight up Well, it's skim milk, like fat-free milk. That's what I have. I don't put anything sweetening or anything in there. But, yes, I'm still going to be doing coffee Monday every week, even though I'm having decaf coffee. Because I can. I love coffee. But as I say about that, that's what you'll see in a few videos through the 22nd if you watch the vlogs, and also my October to December flip through, because those appointments and stuff are all in those months. I will talk about my ADHD experience, my assessment experience, and the start of being medicated for it. Let me just say, it's all positive. It's all good. But yeah, so today I just plan to, like, I'm not going to talk about it in my videos anymore. Maybe some updates here and there, but otherwise I'm in a good place right now. So I'm hoping it continues. But I just want to say it's all positive, and I also want to talk about a little bit through this month, just for transparency's sake and also for stigma's sake, because there's a stigma on it. And there's a stigma on taking medication for mental health things. So I will talk about that, especially in the 22nd vlog. I very much go into detail there as my last thing that I'm going to say. But yeah, Coffee Monday is staying, even though we've switched to decaf. But on Monday, and you can see I used a Happy New Year little sticker. I thought that was cute. On Monday, I did have my plan with me go up, and I also put my rebrand live. If you saw my, I think it's in my flip through, I showed you exactly where I actually did. I think it was December 18th or something. I did my whole, I actually did my rebrand. I redid my theme and my logo, my shop and everything. I got that all done then, and I finally went live on January 1st, and I went to the blue look. I've changed it here as well, so I think people really liked it. And I really like how it's like clean and sleek. And yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. So it's just nice to have a little change for the new year in the shop. And then I actually did a bunch of cleaning this day. We had a maintenance happening in our building. The smoke detectors were getting checked, but it was randomly anytime on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I actually did a big clean of the apartment to make sure it was all nice for when a person came in. It's a good motivation to get really clean. Like I vacuum mopped the whole apartment, cleaned up Heidi's toys. She plays with a lot of rubbish, so I had to put a lot of that away, but I did collect all her toys as well, her proper ones. Just did a whole bunch of cleaning stuff, which was good. And it was also nice just to do a bunch of cleaning on the first day of the year and get it all nice for the new year. And then I did some meal prepping. I cooked a bunch of cottage pies. I think I ended up with 8 pies. So that was nice. They're all in the freezer. So when we need an easy dinner, we got a cottage pie to put on. Watched some X-Files, and I started reading Babylon's Ashes this day. I took a break from reading over the sort of New Year Christmas break. I hit my Goodreads reading goal, which was 30 books for this year. I think 2021 or 2022 I did 10 books. Yeah, and 2021 I had 10 books. 5 of that was taken up by Lord of the Rings because of the weird way it logged Lord of the Rings. Technically, each Lord of the Rings book is 2 books. But for Return of the King, it logged it as 1. Whereas for the other 2 books, it logged it as 2. But anyway, half my year was Lord of the Rings. 2022, I set it for 20 books, and I got it. That was my year of reading Brandon Sanderson, so I read all of Mistborn and all of Stormlight. And then last year, 2023, I set it to 30. I read 33 in the end, but 7 of them were a series of graphic novels, and 3 of them were One Piece manga volumes. So I cheated a little, but they still count, I think. Because the thing is, I feel like, oh man, I applaud the people who can do like 200 books or 100 books in a year. And I feel like a lot of those people are reading shorter books, and that's cool. I mean, I have nothing against that. I don't really read the romances and stuff. I read really long, really hefty books, and that's just a difference. And there's no difference in that, but I've told myself I probably could never do one of those really big goals because it's just not going to happen for me, and that's okay. Other people need a bigger goal, and that's good. They need to read all those books, girl. I'm cheering you on, honestly. But yeah, all the books I'm interested in wouldn't let me. And it does make me sad. I love to read more books in a year, but I mean, I started I'm not finished with Babylon's Ashes. I feel like I still have like 10 hours left in that book. So it's gonna take me a while. I think I'm gonna try and finish it off this week. But yeah, I couldn't hit one book in the first week. I was very sad. But that's okay. But how's all your guys' reading? Are you doing a challenge? Are you just doing a personal challenge? Have you put it on Goodreads? Let me know. I think I'm just kiddenish girl on Goodreads. I feel like it's so hard to find people on there. But I am on Goodreads, if you can find me, kiddenish girl. Yeah, have you got a goal otherwise for what books you want, how many books you want to read this year? Or what books you want to read? Yeah, I've set mine to 30 again. I do plan to read a bunch of One Piece manga volumes, so that will help me, but I'm planning to reread the Stormlight Archive and the first book, which is the smallest one. The audiobook is 45 hours long, and that's the shortest book. So we'll see how I get done with 30 books this year, but I'm rereading it because the 5th book and the last book in that story arc for Stormlight is coming out in December. You know what? I'm going to be reading the whole of December. Oh my gosh. I'm excited because, yeah, so it's technically finishing up the first story arc of the fantasy story. There's supposed to be 10 books overall, I think, but it's going to be 5, and then it's going to be time jump, and then the next 5. So I'm excited to see sort of this part of the story and probably these characters wrap up. But I'm also very, very scared because a lot of those characters are in trouble. And when he finished Mistborn, he killed a lot of characters, I will say. It got Game of Thrones up in there, to be honest. With all the deaths. So I'm scared because the Stormlight Archive characters are my babies. I love them so much. So we'll see. But I'm going to reread that this year because I've only read them once and it was 2022. So I want to be fresh for when the new book comes out. I've also got to finish The Expanse. And that's a few more books to go. And still got to work on Wheel of Time. Have I read 3 or 4 books of Wheel of Time? And there's 14 of them, I think. So, and I got to read the second book of that Station Eternity sci-fi murder mystery book. Oh my gosh. Let me know. What are you planning to do? What are your big reads for this year? What are your reading numbers? I'd love to know. Books are so fun. It's nice to read. So the only other thing, so Tuesday I should really talk about, I started to go back to work, started on that custom for SPC. I don't know if you noticed that, but my humidifier just ran out of water, so it turned off. So I'm going to do that after this. It was payday. I had giveaway winners. I did do my giveaway winners for my sticker haul. I wasn't able to contact one of the people, and I asked them to contact me, and it's been a week. Well, it'll be a week tomorrow, so then I might actually draw a new winner tomorrow because that person never replied. And I want this coupon, this code to go out. But I did message the other 2 winners because I had 3 codes to give out for SPC as a giveaway. And they have received those, so that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna redraw the winner tomorrow if I don't get a reply. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. Then yeah, I got started on that custom for Andrea. I did my new nails. I put on these winter nails. You got the sparkly, the navy. I really like the one with like the white with the sparkles. It makes me think very much of like the Nordic winter, like Aurora kind of feels. I just love all the sparkles. So very cute, good for winter. Not great for this spread, but whatever. That's what I put on. I washed some clothes, watched another X-Files episode, and did some more reading of my book. All right, so let's get into Wednesday. Oh my God, it feels so quiet without the humidifier going. Such a white noise machine in the end. Okay, so Wednesday. So Tuesday, the smoke detector guy did not come. So, but luckily he turned up on Wednesday, so that's nice. Nice that at least we didn't have to wait till the last day. We weren't actually sure if he was going to come because we got a new smoke detector in our bedroom last year. It's going to be in the October through December flip, but he still had to put new batteries in it and stuff, even though it's brand new. But new batteries, tested them, so the smoke detectors are all up to code. We've got one in our like kitchen / entryway and one in our bedroom. So I don't know, and they're very loud and scary. So a plan with me, so that was my monthly plan with me for January. Then the plan with me went up for Christmas week. I did work for most of the day. Then, yeah, I used this a robot vacuum for the smoke detector. So if you ever need a smoke detector sticker and you have colors of the week, just use the robot vacuum. Like, look at it upside down. It looks like a smoke detector. So that made me laugh. I love that. My best sticker hack. I also constantly misspell it. I always put the C first, so whatever. Whatever. I hate my life. But I'll live with it. It doesn't have a C there. But anyway. Then, after I finished work, I needed to refill a prescription. Basically because I've been testing out the ADHD meds. I did my prescriptions for the lowest dose. So for the first week, I took 1 pill, second week 2, and then if there was no benefits, the third week 3. And I've ended up being on 3. And I found that 3 is the number for me. Just gonna be rhyming. Can you tell? You probably can't tell that it's happening right now to me. No, it doesn't change you as a person, I will say. I'm still a goof. I'm still a little goblin, and that's great. So I'm loving that. Anyway, I'm on 3, so technically I needed to refill that prescription because I was running out at my last lot from the first. She gave me 3 repeats, and I was asked when I first got them if I wanted all 3. I was like, no, I'll just take 1. And no. It's because in the testing phase, you need a few more than just what comes in that bottle because you go up in how many pills you're taking every day. So yeah, I had to go back down to the chemist and get the last 2 bottles of my prescription so I could see through the amount that I needed to take until I meet my psychiatrist again. So I refilled that, got the rest of my meds so I could keep that up, and then, which is very good. And yeah, it was almost, I'm surprised I was able to do that, to be honest. I actually left the house twice, just randomly, and it was amazing. I'll talk about it in my vlog on the 22nd. I'll go into the actual details of what that means, but yeah, it felt really good. So, we got hash burger for dinner and watched some more X-Files. Alrighty. So that's the first half of the week. Pretty simple, but super pretty. I feel like I'm very chatty today, so you're going to end up with a long plan with me. And I apologize for that. Maybe you probably I feel like you guys like that. So that's all good. Okay, so first thing, Thursday. Thursday was a big work day. I finished off that custom for Andrea. I think this day I was coloring in all the elements, and that takes a while. So the first thing I marked is that it was freezing. We have entered a really, I think it's just like it's not a storm, but it's a super cold like weather event, and we're like in the very center of it. So it's been freezing here. I think one of the towns here in Finland got like minus 43 degrees Celsius or something. I think it even got to the 50s in the minus. Here in Helsinki, you know, we're right at the bottom. I feel like the Gulf of Finland and all the water here, I think it makes it a bit warmer. So, but we've been having like minus 20 at night degrees Celsius. So it's been cold. And yeah, so I put freezing here because it's been really cold. Lots of beautiful snow though. It's very like white outside. Although I think it rained this morning because our windows are covered in ice. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's been freezing. And of course, electricity's been really expensive because of that as well. So that's been great. But I finished the custom and then I sent the files to Andrea. Although next week, it's going back up to the positive temperatures. So in Celsius, 0 is like the point of freezing water. I think that's how we actually do our like super hot and super cold. I think it is. I don't know. It makes sense in my brain. Fahrenheit does not. It's just the way you grow up and learn numbers, like how to differentiate what weather is. But 0 is cold, and but we're going back up to like 2 degrees next week. I feel like that's a big swing, so I don't know. I'm worried about infrastructure, to be honest. Hopefully it'll be okay, but it's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts that to be going from like minus 15 every day to 2 very quickly. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But I don't know. Like, is this gonna be an extra long winter, or is this like the end of winter? Is this what we got? That would be really weird. But we are in those times, my friends. Climate change. It's kind of scary. So then on Thursday, I put film plan with me. I filmed the base for the next week. If you want to see a little spoiler, is the Winter Warmth Darcy art. Really pretty. I put it with like gold star gold. There's stars in this gold. And it stands out, but I think it works. And then we watched The Simpsons actually for a bit. We've been putting The Simpsons on. And then I just marked that I was watching Rochella streams, my favorite new simmer. She's doing the same legacy challenge that I just started. Sims and Bloom. So I've been watching her version of it. It's nice to watch other people before I get in, like properly get into mine, because I just want to I want some ideas of how I can do things or do things differently. So Friday, sticker haul went live. This was my bonus sticker haul. And then my new release went up, my Dream Plan Do set. So that was nice that went live. And you guys seemed to like that one. I feel like it's a good set to start the year off with. Just a Planner Girl set to celebrate our favorite hobbies. Well, it's my favorite hobby. Anyway. So I'm going to use this little planner to represent that, because I do like to represent the kits that I released with my new release label here. And then I started work proper on Easter. I've been working on it throughout the week as well while doing the custom, but I finished all the lineup for the elements this day, and I started coloring the people in. but I didn't get anywhere near done as I wanted to, but I was allocating myself the next Monday to be able to finish it, so it's Monday today. I don't think I'm finishing it today. I have given myself today and tomorrow to finish the Easter set. That's my first release for February. So that's cool. We're getting that done because January is done and dusted. It just needs to be posted. So, yeah, so I did a bunch of work that day, but I also did some laundry and I did some reading of Babylon's Ashes while I was actually working. So that was nice. I've got room here. Let me have a look here. Just spread these out a little bit. That is the joy of bougie boxes. You can just sort of pick stuff up and move it around. Mode is so quiet without the humidifier on. It's kind of freaking me out. Yeah. Okay, fold laundry. I just use that sticker because I did fold my previous laundry, but I also put new laundry on. Then I've got read, and then we got Indian food. This night I got butter. I got butter lamb because I've been loving the butter lamb. So I got that, and then we watched some more X-Files. I think this is our last. Yeah. So we finished season 7 this day. And I do know that in the next season it kind of changes up. Like, you don't get as much Mulder. You get like a new dude. So we're kind of putting that off because I feel like when shows change dynamic that way, they're not as good. Plus, X-Files has been a bit silly. Although, my favorite thing ever, and if you love X-Files, do you also love this point? Because I was dying with laughter. But it's the episode written and directed by David, who plays Mulder, and they make a movie of of Mulder and Scully, like a movie's made of them. And there's a scene where Scully, Mulder, and Skinner are all in a different bathtub on the phone to each other, and I freaking died. It was so funny. I think that's my all-time favorite X-Files moment. And like Scully and Mulder lie to each other. They say they're doing other stuff. And then Skinner joins the phone call and he's like, yeah, I'm in the tub. I loved it so much. That's the highlight. So I feel like watching at least 7 seasons of X-Files was worth it for the bathtub moment. I loved that. It was so good. Yeah, let me know if you've watched X-Files and you remember that part. Okay, here we go. We are Saturday, so I did no work on the weekend. I could have done more work, but I pulled myself away. I made sure I didn't work this weekend to relax, because that's what you gotta do sometimes. So if you remember the start of last year, we dropped off, we gave up on it, but we were doing a movie challenge where there was a prompt every week. And you had to select a movie based on the prompt to watch. And this was set up by the main library here in Helsinki. So I thought that was really fun. And we just started doing that. We watched quite a lot of movies. And I think a few of you commented that you enjoyed hearing about the movies every week. But we did drop off. It was really hard to keep a strict schedule of watching a movie every week. And some of the prompts we weren't that interested in all the films. So we did fall off them. But we're let's go through the prompts, see what there was. And what we're doing this time is we're going to make it a bit more loosey-goosey. And if there's a prompt that we're not great on, we can't really find a film, we'll just skip that. But we've chosen 4 films based on the prompts for this month. And we watched the first one on Saturday. So the very first prompt for the year was a film made in 1984. Because obviously it's 2024. I never say 2000. What the heck? 2024. So it's a film from 1984. There's a lot of interesting films in 1984, but one that I've never actually watched was The Terminator, and it's set in 1984 and it was filmed then. So we watched The Terminator on Saturday. I don't know why, because as a kid, I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. I still love his films. I definitely want to do like a rewatch of his films, to be honest. I don't know. I like his films. And, but I'd never seen The Terminator for some reason. So we watched that one. I'm pretty sure that the second one's probably a lot better, but I still enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5 stars. But yeah, watch The Terminator. Super fun. It's kind of funny because like the future that the Terminator comes from is 2029, and he said it's been decades of like nuclear war and stuff with the machines. I feel like a few years ago I saw a post about like today is the rise of Skynet, but it's even more like, oh my god. Although I feel like AI is not going to do that, because currently AI is just making pictures. Well, putting together pictures it stole and also words that it stole and just mushing them together. So it doesn't feel like we're getting to Skynet, to be honest, because we're just replacing the humanities with it instead. Because, you know, humans shouldn't be creative, apparently. That's my little rant. But anyway, it was funny to watch. It was good. James Cameron is nuts, I will say. But yeah, we watched The Terminator as the 1984 film. Oh, and then, yeah, let me just fill this out. We ordered groceries. I organized my wardrobe, which will be in my vlog on the 22nd. And we made croissants. Like, pre-made croissants that you could bake. We didn't make it from scratch. So we decided to do another month of Netflix. At this point, I am just paying for a month here and there to catch up on stuff. But we decided to pull the trigger on getting Netflix again for this coming month, because I don't know how I found it, but I found it through some post. Found out about this show called The Sinner. It has 4 seasons, and the first one's from 2018. So, but I think it's all done now. But it is a murder mystery detective show starring Bill Pullman. And I was like, oh my god, I love Bill Pullman. And the first season, it's like an anthology season. So there's a new crime each season, like a new murder that they're trying to like solve. I will say, if you're interested in watching it, don't read the description of the first episode and don't read a description of the murder, because it spoils it. It was really fun watching the first episode, oh my god, that's wrong sticker. Not knowing what was going to happen, actually. It was pretty nuts, the first episode, to be honest, because of that. It was really good. So I highly recommend if you're interested in one of those. It's set in New York State, but it feels like super noir feeling. Yeah, it feels very noir. So if you're into that kind of murder mystery, it's very sexy, I will say. Very sexy. It's called The Sinner for a reason. People do a lot of sexy things, but I think it's just part and parcel of, like, you know, an adult detective show kind of thing, crime show. But yeah, the whole, like, the murder happens in the first episode, and then they got to unravel everything through the next 7. So there's 8 episodes a season. And on Saturday, we watched the whole season. The whole first season, all 8 episodes. Oh my gosh. I did all this in the morning. Then we started watching it. Then we took a break to have dinner and watch The Terminator. And then we stayed the rest of the night until like 11, finishing the show. Yeah, it was that good. Every episode ends on like a cliffhanger that you have to know. Yeah, I couldn't imagine watching this weekly because, oh my god. Anyway, it was really good. If you like Mayor of Easttown, Sharp Objects, it has those feels to it as well. Like the small town There's a lot of secrets and weird stuff happening. There's also a slight feel of Twin Peaks in there as well. So if you like those shows, The Sinner, it's really good, and it's Bill Pullman. So I love Bill Pullman. Well, it's funny because Bill Paxton was in The Terminator, and then Bill Pullman. I feel like those two Bills get confused sometimes. I know I've seen people confuse them. But yeah, it was really good. So good that on Sunday we started the next season, and we also watched the whole season. And again, this was like small town secrets, but the second season deals with like a commune, like a cult, private commune group. Wow, I love it. So good. We love the addition of a cult. So yeah, that was interesting. But there's also a lot of like personal relationships, and then Bill Pullman's detective character has his own stuff going on. It's really good. So yeah, I say don't spoil yourself on the first episode. Just watch it blind and see how you feel. It was really good. It also is also old, so I don't know. Have you watched all of The Sinner? Let me know. Don't spoil anything though. We're going to try and watch the last 2 seasons like 1 episode a day instead of the whole season. But anyway. So Sunday, we defrosted the freezer in the morning because it was so cold outside. We just took our freezer things onto the balcony and defrosted. And then film videos. I filmed the flip throughs that I needed to do. And then I was binging some YouTube, relaxing. And then I actually played some Sims, catching up on my girly. I don't know if you remember me telling you, but yeah, my legacy founder, she fell in love with, her name's Daisy, and she fell in love with this woman named Julie. They got together, she moved in, they had a baby together, who's my at this moment, she's the next generation heir. So she's going to become a vet, and it's very cute. But anyway, they had a baby together, but when I found out when Julie joined them, she got a whim. So she would like to do this thing where she wants to break up with Daisy. And then I realized she had an aspiration to be serial romantic. So she wants many boyfriends and girlfriends. And Daisy's not like that. Like, part of her challenge for this generation is to marry someone with a certain trait, which Julie has, but she can't marry someone who's a serial romantic. She was having dates while Daisy was at work, and she had the whim to want to break up. So this day they broke up on their baby's birthday. She became a toddler. Her name's Chloe. And it was very sad, but they went on, but yeah, so that happened. The drama of my Sims. I was hoping to have a very wholesome first, because like Daisy and Chloe are very wholesome characters in the challenge. But yeah, Julie wasn't a good fit. So she's moved out, they've broken up, and she's looking for love. So that's what's happening. And she's looking for love, she's raising her baby. And she is working on her gardening job. I did that, and then we watched all of that season of Sinner, the second one. And then for dinner we made little steaks. Yeah, just some cheap steaks. They were very delicious. It was nice to have, but yeah. So that is this half of the week done. Oh my god, this plan with me is so long. Much longer than usual, so I'm sorry, but I hope you're enjoying. I'm just chatty today. I've already done like 20 minutes of a vlog chat, so it riled me up. It got me in the mood to talk. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying hanging out with me. I'm gonna put these sparkles in, but I'm gonna do it off camera because I've spent enough of your time. But I think the spread came out so pretty. My first spread of 2024. I think it came out really good. And it was a good week, you know. I got work done. We got some stuff done at home. I left the house. I think I left twice because I'm pretty sure I went to the grocery store to pick up some things, but I didn't put it in. I don't know. Watching a new show, watching a movie. So it was a good week. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this plan with me. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe and comment. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye.